I'm back out in the garden today. I didn't have a chance to plant these beauties in containers before, and I don't think I quite will tonight either. I've had a full work day and it's about 5:30 p.m. and it's gonna get dark probably in the next hour or so. So I'm gonna work on some smaller tasks. I have some bananas that are way past ripe and need to get thrown out. I'm gonna toss that and make a compost pile with a bag of old leaves that my fiance had bagged up for the trash. And then we found out our city has stopped taking natural leaf bags and will only take them if they're in your trash bin now. So essentially they're not doing compost anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that pile of wet leaves that have been decomposing in a bag for 6 months and put them right behind our backyard fence for the compost pile, as well as emptying my bunny's dirty litter box there. So I'm gonna start doing that from here on into the future, and I'm so happy about that because I read that bunny waste is actually great for composting. And in addition to that, I always felt really bad throwing it away because having a bunny does create a lot of waste. So I feel a lot better knowing that it's gonna go into a compost pile and make incredible soil and compost for future gardening seasons. Also, I saw my neighbors in their back garden today, and that really motivated me to get out here. Even though it's like dark and dreary and overcast today, and even though I was working from home all day, I figure if I only have an hour before it gets dark outside, and even if it's already wet outside, I'm gonna go spend that time in the garden because I saw them in the garden and I thought, that's amazing and lovely, and that's what I want to be doing with my day too. So I'm gonna do it with a little bit of time I have left today. I've got a little bin of vegetable scraps from the kitchen and some meal prepping I was doing. I also have our bunny's dirty litter box. I'm gonna go put that in with some wet leaves, and I'm excited to get this started. I am just loving these beautiful little flowers that are popping up in the yard. You can call them weeds if you want, but oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Stunning. Now, if only we could get all the empty spots of clay filled in with more greenery and wildflowers, that would be amazing. So here's the pile I started a week ago with some leaves and weeds that I had raked up as I was thatching the yard. Just gonna add those in there. And of course, all that dirty litter. Apparently, bunny urine and poop is great for the compost pile. I have done some research on it. And as long as you mix it in well, it's supposed to do great. I also have a plastic bag full of wet leaves that have been decomposing for months now that I'm gonna go grab and put on top of this. Now I'm gonna move on to filling up my raised garden beds. My husband is a very neat and organized person, and so his request for me doing gardening was that it was contained to raised garden beds because he really likes the aesthetic of that and likes how things are kind of controlled in that environment, versus I probably, if it was totally up to me, I probably would have planted in the ground just because it's a lot cheaper and it would have allowed me a lot more space. But this is what we're working with. So I went ahead and purchased these raised garden beds. They are 2 feet wide by 8 feet long, and I really like them. There's a little earthworm on that bag of garden soil. I didn't even have to look for him. So I'm gonna go put him in the bed. And I'm using a combination of potting soil, organic compost, and some other amendments to fill these beds up. For the compost, I'm using mushroom compost and cow manure compost, along with worm castings and bat guano. Really getting a good combination of things in there for well-rounded nutrition for my plants and would give them a really good start to life. Oh, hi. Hello. Hello, baby. So I put compost in those beds, and I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video and this first week trying to get the back garden done and to turn this into a place that will eventually be a sanctuary and an oasis that is just full of life and beauty and plants and all that wonderful stuff. If you are interested in slow living, intentional living, time spent in the garden, time spent returning to activities that are peaceful and fill you with joy, I hope you will follow along with my channel. I cannot wait to show you more. I'll catch you in the next video, friends. Bye. So I thought I was gonna wrap this video up, but look! Just as I come in for the day, we get our first peak of sunshine in days. It has been very overcast and rainy. You can see all the clouds in the sky still when I fixed my lighting like that. But we got our first glimpse of sunshine and it came down. It's gone now. There we go. You could see a little ray of it coming through right underneath the garden bed right there. I love moments like this, moments that you wouldn't normally pay attention to if you're not in the garden all the time. And after days of rain, just that little bit of sunshine peeking through there is such a joy. So much to celebrate and so much to be thankful for. You guys gonna play in the rain? You gonna play in the yard? The dogs are really happy that there is some sunshine too. She doesn't even care about her arthritis pain or about the wet ground. She's gonna run around anyway because there is some sun. Or because she's a dog. A dog's life is good. Come on guys, come in the house. Let's go in the house. Come on, beauty girl.